Yeah, I already record. Hi,
Oh,
Suyang.
sorry.
It's okay, it's okay. Yeah, so, yeah, before we start our class today, I would like to discuss about the homework that you did last week. So, yeah, thank you for both of you doing the homework. And you all get the correct answer, mostly. Okay, so let me discuss the answer that you didn't did correctly. Okay, you see, this question, you can see my screen, right? I hope you can listen to me
Yeah.
very clearly. Okay, so this picture is show about you add yeast, sugars, and waters into the test tube. So after 1 hour, you can see the bubble will be released out. So which process caused this change? So actually the answer is respiration, because this picture with the addition of yeast, sugar, and water, actually it show about anaerobic respiration. Anaerobic. You have two types of respiration, right? One is aerobic, one is anaerobic. And also, please remember about the equation for anaerobic respiration. So it's always right in this way. See, C, H, O6. Then, because it's anaerobic, so you don't need to add the oxygen. And then you will produce ethanol and also the carbon dioxide. So C2H5OH. You guys are also learning chemistry, right? So in chemistry, you write more about this chemical formula, which is very interesting to learn. Yeah, so this is the equation that you should write in your answer. If the question asks you, write the equation, maybe you can cover this question, this kind of question. Write the equation for anaerobic respiration. And then sometimes they will state like this, write a balanced equation. See? Balance equation. What does it mean by balance? Balance means that when you write out the equation, you should ensure that both of the equation you can get the balance number of molecule. For example, you can see this. You see, C6. Okay, the left side contains about 6 carbon. Then how about the right side? The right side only contain 1, 2, 3. Only 3 carbon only, which is definitely not enough. Yeah. So if you want to make it balanced, you can add another 2 here. So at the left side, you have the 6 carbon. See, 6 carbon. On the right side, you see 2, 2, 4 plus this 1. So you should add another 2 carbon here. Okay, so now you got 6 carbon. Yeah, you got 6 carbon here. And then how about the hydrogen? You can see hydrogen, after you add these 2 in front of it. So 5 times 2, you get 10. And also, you get this about 2 of the hydrogen. So 10 plus 2 equal to 12. Yeah, you get 12 hydrogen. And then how about the oxygen? In the oxygen, you will have 6 oxygen on the left side, right? So that means you should have also 6 oxygen on the right side. So how you get 6 oxygen? So after you add these 2 in front of it, so mean that this side, this ethanol, you have about 2 oxygen, and plus this 2 CO2, that means there's 4 oxygen here. So at the end, you get 6 oxygen. So this is meant by balance equation. Yeah, this is meant by balance equation. Yeah, that's it. Okay, the flour for monocotyledon, I think I haven't teach this yet. I haven't teach this. Yeah, it's okay. Let me continue to discuss first. Yeah, for this one. Breathing out combines with characteristic of the living organism. So the answer is A. Excretion and the movement. Okay. Breathing out. Okay, because of what is meant by the breathing out? Breathing out, maybe you should differentiate. Okay, there's 2 terms here. One is breathing. Another one is respiration. So what is the difference between breathing and respirations? In breathing, we means that you are breathing in the air and breathing out the air. So we include the inhaling the oxygen and exhaling the carbon dioxide. So breathing, it includes the inhalation and exhalation. Inhalation and exhalation. Exhalation. Yeah. Then how about the respiration? Respiration, you classify into two types, right? Which is one is aerobic respiration, another one is anaerobic respiration. So aerobic and anaerobic. Anaerobic. So respiration, it means that it's kind of chemical process which break down the nutrient molecule. Nutrient molecules such as glucose. Why they need to break down neutral molecule? Because inside the neutral molecule, it contains the energy inside. For example, there's energy stored inside the glucose molecule. So you want to break the glucose molecule in order to release energy. So this is difference between these two terms. And then breathing out. So yeah, breathing out, okay, combines which two characteristics of the living organism? So it includes the excretion. Yes. What is meant by excretion? Okay, excretion, it means removal of waste product. Is removal of waste product. What does this waste product include? Waste products, it includes the urea. Yeah, this urea and carbon dioxide, and also any kind of waste product, mineral salt. For example, when you are sitting under the hot sun, you are actually excrete out the mineral salt from your body. And yeah, feces also a kind is a process of the excretion, part of the excretion. Okay, so we know that there's another term we call as ejection. Ejection only focus on removal of feces only. So breathing out means that you exhalation. You exhale out the carbon dioxide. So it's a part of the excretion. Yeah. Carbon dioxide. It's a part of excretion. Okay. So then the movement. Okay. So you should know that the living organisms, they include the characteristic, which is the movement. Okay, so when you are breathing out, okay, maybe you are doing exercise. Yeah, so it includes the movement as well. So the answer is belong to A. Okay, then about this prokaryote. Okay, you already know that this is C. A, B, and D is actually is not referred to the prokaryote because this this organelle it refers to the endoplasmic reticulum. This one. Reticulum. Yeah, this thing. This you will learn in chapter 2. Okay. Then how about B? Ethan Suyang, you know B is what kind of organelle? You want to have a guess? This B. What kind of organelle is this?
Eukaryote.
Sorry? This one. This. What is this actually?
This.
I mean this B.
Oh.
Yeah. This picture show what kind of organelle inside. Have a guess. What is this? Yeah, what is this? Still remember? This is kind of organelle which they are involved in aerobic respiration. So this organelle, it is mitochondria. This is mitochondria. Remember that in last week, mitochondria, in last week, we learned about aerobic respiration, and aerobic respiration actually take parts inside the mitochondria. Yeah, you can write it down. Okay, then C is what? C is the DNA. This is a DNA. In the prokaryote cell, you name it as a circular DNA or naked DNA, this one. circular DNA. Circular. Why that it means by circular? Circular because it's you see the DNA structure is in a circular structure. It's a round shape, and then it means by also the naked DNA. Naked means that because this DNA they are not enclosed. DNA are not enclosed within nucleus. Inside the prokaryote, you should know prokaryote does not contain any nucleus and also membrane bound organelle. You have two kinds of cell, right? Prokaryote and the eukaryotes. Okay, prokaryote refer to all the bacterial cell. So all the bacterial cell, they do not contain nucleus and also the membrane bound organelle inside. Okay, remember that. Then D refer to this is actually is a chloroplast. Yeah, this organelle is a chloroplast. Chloroplast which is only exists in the plant cell. Chloroplast. Yeah, so that's it. C. Okay, metabolism or chemical reaction. Yeah, then this is a fern. Okay. Yeah. Okay, for this one, flowering plant. Use the key to identify the plant. So this is actually the classification of the organism by using dichotomous key. Dichotomous key. What is meant by dichotomous key? Which is we are going to learn today, which is a kind of classification method which they are group the organism with the same characteristic, same external feature together in a one group. So this is a plant, okay? Then this flower have 4 petals or they have 5 petals. So you calculate the petals. How much? You can clearly see that there's 5 petals, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So it refer to this group. Okay. So now when you look at the leaf, does it contain the leaf with a smooth edge or the leaf with jagged edge? Jagged edge means something like this. Just like in the picture. Okay, when if it is contain the smooth edge, the edge will be looking like this. Yeah, like this, smooth. So the answer should be D. Okay, then what kind of skin should amphibian have? Amphibian, they have the moist skin, but they don't have the scale. But in the fish, you have the scale and also some reptile. Okay, reptile they do contain the scale. Reptiles and the fish. But in the amphibian, we don't have. Okay, so yeah, I think that's all. Okay, good try, good attempt by you all. Okay, yeah. So now we continue to the chapter last week. So on the last week, we talked about the two types of the cell, right? One is prokaryote, one is eukaryote. Okay, I hope you know it clearly, the difference between prokaryote and eukaryote. So the structure, okay, the two major difference for the eukaryote and prokaryote is eukaryote contains the nucleus, but in prokaryote they don't have nucleus. But the similarity for them is both of them they have ribosome. They have the ribosome, just that in the prokaryote the ribosome is much more smaller. Prokaryote they contain the smaller ribosome, smaller. Maybe I typed out better. Okay. The similarity, okay, both contain ribosome. just that the prokaryote cell contain smaller size of ribosome, and the eukaryote cell contain larger size of ribosome. And the eukaryote, they contain this nucleus. In prokaryote, we don't have the nucleus. We only have nucleus. Nucleus, they refer to the region occupied by the DNA. Occupied by DNA. Yeah. This is the difference between them. And also in the eukaryote. So nucleus, and also about the membrane-bound organelle. Yeah. Membrane-bound organelle. Membrane-bound organelle, it refers to the, when we talk about organelle refer to the organs that are found inside the cell. You can see this eukaryote cell, there's have a lot of organs. You can see they have the nucleus, they have this mitochondria, they have ribosome, and also they have the endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus. This kind of organelle, a lot of them are found in eukaryote cell. However, when you're looking at the prokaryote cell, you can't see much organelle, right? You only can see just the DNA and the ribosome. That's all. They don't have any kind of organelle. So we say that prokaryote lack of membrane-bound organelle. This is what does we mean. Okay. And so we talk about the 5 kingdoms, and you should know about the animal, fungi, plants, protists, and prokaryote. So we already talked about the fungi. Okay, fungi. So fungi, this is a fungi. Okay, so when we talk about fungi it refers to the mushroom or the yeast that we use to make the bread. Yeast, mushroom, and mold. Mold are usually grow on the rotten bread. When you put the bread too much, too long of time, you didn't eat it, and then the bread expire already. Then with the moisture build up, so the mold will be growing on the bread, just something like this. Yeah, so this is a mold. You see? Okay, so when we talk about cells are classified in 2 types, okay? Prokaryote, eukaryote, and also we classify into the unicellular and the multicellular, okay? Unicellular, multicellular, this one. We classify it as unicellular organism and the multicellular organism. So in human appear as a multicellular organism because inside of our body, we contain million, billion of cells. They are working together. They will form a complete organism like us. Then, however, in the unicellular organism, for example, the fungi, okay? Fungi, they are able to exist in form of unicellular organism and also multicellular organism. So if in the unicellular organism, in the fungi, it refers to the yeast. Yeast, 酵母, okay? 酵母. This one. Yeah, so only the yeast is the unicellular. Then when we talk about the mold and the mushroom, it is a multicellular organism. Yeah, that's a difference. So usually fungi, they appear in the multicellular organism, and also fungi is a type of eukaryote cell. Yeah, okay. If a eukaryote cell, they do contain nucleus and also the cell wall, just like in the fungi, the cell wall are made from chitin. Okay, fungi cell wall, they are made out of chitin. A very hard structure. So, and also the fungi, they are made out of chitin, right? So fungi does not like plant cell. Okay, plant cell able to perform photosynthesis, but fungi are unable to perform photosynthesis because fungi, they do not contain chloroplast. Do not contain chloroplast like plant cell. So they do not undergo photosynthesis, but they will be perform this saprophytic nutrition. Saprophytic or parasitic nutrition. Saprophytic means that you always see the mushroom, the mold, they are growing on the dead and decaying material like the decayed woods. Something like that. So because these fungi, they are able to grow on the decayed woods, and then they will break down the organic molecule inside the woods, and then they will become their own nutrient to supply, to support their own growth. So, and also parasitic. Parasitic means that they are able to living on the live animals, eating their flesh, become their nutrients. Okay, so you have two terms, saprophytic and the parasitic. Okay, so you still remember, right? In human or in plant, human, their nutrition, they are known as heterotrophic. Human and animal nutrition refer to their nutrient is classified under heterotrophic. This one, heterotrophic nutrition, because we are unable to produce our own food, but we still need to obtain external food source. Okay. Then in the plant cell, in the plants, we able to perform photosynthesis, so it refers to the autotrophic nutrition. Autotrophic nutrition. So there's 4 kinds of nutrition. Autotrophic, heterotrophic, just like in human, saprophytic and the parasitic. 4 types of nutrition. Okay, so let us study about the structure of the fungi. This is the unicellular form and the multicellular form. Okay, sometimes the exam, they will come out the fungal cell and they will they will ask you to label. Okay, so you can see inside they have the nucleus and the cytoplasm, ribosome. Okay, ribosome, cell wall, and the mitochondria. Okay, sometimes the exam, they will come out this thing. You can see there's two circles inside the fungal cell. So you should know one is nucleus, then another one is referred to the vacuole. Fungal cell, they do contain vacuole also. Vacuole. This one, vacuole. Okay, and then you can take a note. Okay, plant cell contain large centralized central vacuole, but the animal cell contain small vesicle. Yeast contain vacuole. Vesicle is a bit different from the vacuole. Vesicle is a kind of sac-like structure. They are found inside animal cell. Okay, later I will show you. Okay, I will show you another topic. Vesicle. Okay, so when we look about the multicellular fungus, you can see that this is the fungus, right? And then you can see this fungus, they just grow like a plant because they have this fruiting body. And then this fungus, the roots, they are referred to the hyphae. You can see this hyphae is just like the roots in the actual plant, so they can penetrate very deep to the material. So they will produce the mycelium. Hyphae, mycelium. So on their top of their head, okay, which is this fruiting body, they will produce a spore, something like this spore. Okay, so this spore will help in the reproductions to produce more fungus. So that's all about the fungus. So have a look on their structure and then remember it. So you can see that the cell wall are usually contains of the chitin, but not cellulose. Cellulose, they only exist in the plant cell only. Cellulose means 纤维, 纤维. Okay, then how about the prototis? Okay, so now we talk about prototis. Prototis is something like, it's a very cute classification of the organism, because whenever the organism, they look something like plant, but they are not plant, or they look something like animal, but they are not actually an animal, or something like fungus, but they are actually not a fungus at all. So whenever they classify the organism just like they are a animal-like, animal-like, plant-like, or fungus-like, all of them are classified under prototis. Okay, so usually the prototis, they are made up of the unicellular cell. Unicellular, majority of them are unicellular. Just a very least amount of them are belong to multicellular. So every prototis, because they are also under eukaryote cell, right? So they must have the nucleus. Okay, but some of them they have the cell wall or they don't have. Because some of the prototis they are belong to the plant-like prototis. So plant-like so they are acting just like the plant. Okay, they do have the cellular cell wall and they also have the chloroplast able to perform the photosynthesis, but they are not an actual plant. Why? Because they are not actual plant because that you can see for example, maybe I can show you a thing. Algae. You have seen of algae, right? Algae. Qingtai, okay, algae, which is usually grow on the moist surface. Yeah, this algae, maybe I can show you the picture of algae. Algae you can find everywhere, nearby the pond, the moist surface, or the water surface. Yeah, this is algae. Algae. See, when you look at the external appearance algae, you think it's a plant, right? You might be thinking it's it's belong to plant, right? Okay, actually it's not belong to plant. It's belong to prototis. Why? Because you can look at this algae. Yeah, it's green. It contains chloroplast. It's able to perform the photosynthesis. Yeah, algae contain chloroplast, and they able to do photosynthesis. Remember that if the plant they want to perform photosynthesis, they must have chloroplast. If they don't have chloroplast, means they don't able to perform photosynthesis. So, however, but algae they do not contain actual roots, stem, leaf, just like actual plant. So that means that this algae they only contain some part of characteristic of the plant, but they are not an actual plant at all. So they classify this algae under prototis. Yeah. So you can see blue-green algae, yeah, they are all classified under the prototis. Okay, so just now we talked about the plant-like prototis, right? So now we talk about the animal-like prototis. Yeah, you can see. This is the animal-like prototis, this one. Animal-like prototis. So you can see there's an amoeba, paramecium, and euglena. Amoeba and paramecium are referred to the animal-like, this one animal-like prototis. Amoeba and paramecium. Amoeba, paramecium. They are belong to animal-like prototis. So why? Because amoeba and paramecium, they are able to move. They are able to move from this location to another location, and they have their own locomotion organelles, right? Yeah. So their locomotion organelle, which is they refer to this pseudopod cilia. Pseudopod is the fake leg. Pseudopod in the English they mean the fake leg. They have no actual leg, but they have the characteristic just like leg because they able to use this pseudopod to perform movement by the amoeba. Yeah. Okay, so paramecium they possess the cilia. Cilia can able to beating of the cilia, so they're able to move by using the cilia also. And how about in euglena? Euglena they do have the flagellum, which is a long tail, just like in the male. Okay, in the male have the sperm cell. Sperm cell also they do contain the long tail, which is known as a flagellum. Yeah, so this is the three three organisms under the prototyst. So you can see all of them they are referred to they are belong to unicellular organism because they only contain just one cell only, but they able to perform most of the living process, which is ingestion. They're able to they're able to eat the food, right? And they're able to excretion, means they're able to excrete the excess water, waste product outside. And also they're able to perform reproduction. Most of them, they usually perform asexual reproduction, which is a binary fission, okay? Binary fission is a kind of asexual reproduction, binary fission. Yeah. And then they're able to perform the movement because they do have their locomotion organelle, which is the pseudopod, cilia, and flagellum. Locomotion organelle. Okay, so this is the story of the prototyst. Okay, another one, you should know that, yeah, they are all, because they are also under classified as the eukaryote organism. So all of them, they must have the nucleus. Just like in the amoeba, you have one nucleus. However, in the paramecium, this paramecium, you have two nucleus, right? One is macronucleus, another one is micronucleus. Yeah, there's two nucleus exist in the paramecium. In the eukaryote, there's only one nucleus on it. And then another one characteristic you must take note is they do process contractile vacuole. This one, contractile vacuole, okay? Contractile vacuole is helping for them to excrete excess of water out of the body. This one, because contractile vacuole means that they're able to perform contraction like this. Yeah, so this is a vacuole, right? When they are expanding, allow the water move in. But if inside the vacuole there's too much water, right? Just like the balloon filled with a lot of air inside, they are going to explode. So we want to prevent the vacuole being exploded due to the excess water. So we want to excrete out excess water outside. So that's why contractile vacuole, they need to always perform a contraction like this. So when they are contract, water flow out. Okay, they have the contractile vacuole, help in the osmoregulation. This one, osmoregulation, the term. Osmoregulation, that means that helping to maintain the water balance in the body of the organism. Just like in a human, inside our body, our water are in the balance. We cannot have too less of water until we are very suffering dehydration, or we cannot have too much of water, over hydration. So everything must in balance. So this water balance, they are referred to the osmoregulation. Okay, so they have contractile vacuole, they have the food vacuole also. This one, food vacuole, because they are able to perform ingestion. Okay, because you can imagine that this amoeba, paramecium, they are usually found in the underground water. Usually they are found in the water, okay? And then they are usually swimming around. They are searching for the food. Okay, so amoeba, when they find their food, okay, their food, maybe they can eat some. You know, amoeba is much more larger than paramecium. This one, amoeba is the most largest than paramecium. They are larger in size. Yeah, larger. So amoeba, they can eat paramecium, become their become the food, you know. So paramecium is a food source for the amoeba. So when the amoeba, you know, they are swimming around in the water, when they meet the paramecium, they are able to ingest the paramecium. Okay, so that's it. Then how about Euglena? Okay, Euglena is classified under plant-like Protostista, plant-like. Okay, because they do contain the chloroplast. See, they have the chloroplast, okay, and they have the flagellum, so they're able to move, but they have the chloroplast to perform the photosynthesis, so they do possess the plant-like characteristic, so they are classified under the plant-like Protostista. Yeah, so that's a story for the prototyst. Okay, they are unicellular, they're able to move, some of them able to undergo photosynthesis. Story of the prototyst. Okay, so this is structure of them, you can have a read. This is amoeba, and this one is the Euglena. Okay, so most of the feature by the prokaryote is they are unicellular. Remember, always unicellular. They have the cell wall. Okay, but no and cytoplasm. But they have very less of the mitochondria. Okay, so that's it. Remember that prototis is different from the prokaryote, yeah? Prototis is different from prokaryote. Prokaryote refer to the bacterial cell usually, okay, which is they have a very simple structure. So prokaryote cell, just like prototis, both of them are also unicellular. Just that prokaryote is under prokaryote cell, means that they do not have nucleus. See, no nucleus. In prokaryote cell, there are no nucleus. They do not contain nucleus. But in the prototis, they are under eukaryote cell. So they do possess the nucleus. So this is a major difference between them. Okay, so later we will do some question, and then you will know how to answer it. So for the prokaryote, they are unicellular. They have cell wall, but they don't have the nucleus. Yeah, so this is it. So usually the bacterial cell, they are prokaryote. So this is their appearance. Okay, we inside very simple structure. Inside are just like this. Maybe I can draw to you. A very simple structure, and then they just contain a flagellum too. They contain the flagellum, okay? And they have the cell wall, just like this. They have the cell wall. Usually the cell wall, they are made out of the peptidoglycan structure. You still remember the term? This one, peptidoglycan structure. Peptidoglycan. Peptidoglycan. CAN. CAN. Okay, then inside they do contain the circular DNA. This one, circular DNA or naked DNA, and also the bacterial cell, they have this thing we call as they have the plasmid DNA. Plasmid DNA. Okay, so this is the circular DNA. Circular DNA. And then they have the ribosome. Yeah, this is ribosome. So this is a simple structure of the peptidoglycan. Okay, so you should remember. You should remember that plasmid DNA only exists in the bacterial cell only. They are not found in any other cell. Okay, only exists in prokaryote cell. Only exists in prokaryotes bacterial cell. Yes. Okay, so now you continue for the 1.4 classification of the animal cell. Classification of the animal. So animal, okay, majority of animal, you can divide into invertebrate and the vertebrate. Vertebrate is just like us. We do contain the vertebrate support with us. You know, in human, we have the thoracic vertebrate, cervical vertebrate, which is around our neck. Yeah, this is our cervical vertebrate. And then we have thoracic vertebrate, and then the lumbar vertebrate. Vertebrate refer to the 脊椎骨, okay? Which is the backbone support us. Backbone support us. Backbone, yeah. So the animal belong to vertebrate. They are belong to the mammals. Okay. They are belong to the mammals, birds, reptile, amphibian, fish. So those are the vertebrate animals. So in the mammals, the characteristic, okay, mammals is us, and also the dogs and cats. So we are classified under the mammals. Yeah, they are classified under the mammals. Why? Because in mammals, we able to regulate our own temperature. So we are endothermic, means that we able to regulate our own temperature. On body temperature. So this is referred to the endothermic. Endothermic. Regulate on temperature. Okay, endothermic means that, for example, we as a human, right, when we go to the place which is very, very cold, okay, our external environment is very cold, right? So our internal body will help to generate the heat to help us to combat such a cold environment. So this is referred to the endothermic. And then we have the fur, hair on the skin, and we have the placenta, yeah, and we are mammals, so we are feeding the meat, feeding the milk from our mother. Yeah. So how the birds? Birds, the characteristic is they must have the feather and they have the wing and they lay the eggs with the shell. Okay, big. And also they are endothermic. So those are the characteristic of the birds. Two legs on the, yeah. And then how about reptile? Reptile is referred to something like crocodile, turtle, snake. So they have the skill on the skin. See, skill. Okay, the hard skill on the skin, and also very dry. Yeah. Okay, and also they lay the eggs. They lay the eggs. They are not giving birds. In mammals, we giving the birds. Giving birds. Giving birds. So example reptile include the snake, turtles, and iguana. Then how about the amphibian? Amphibian, they do contain the very smooth and moist skin. Yeah. So you can see that amphibian, their skin, they are very smooth, right? They don't have any skill on it. If they have skill on it, they will become very rough. Okay, so whenever they are, they are still in the children stage, means that it's a larva. This one, larva. Larva is refer to baby of the frogs. So usually they are living in the water because larva they do contain the tail, so they are able to swim in the water, right? Larva is refer to the this one, 蝌蚪. So when they grow up, they will become an adult frog. So usually they are living on the land. And also they can breathe by their lungs. Okay. So example as a frogs, toads, and newts. Then how about fish? Fish, they condense the wet scales on the skin. And then the fish, they use the gill to breathe, yeah. And also they lay the eggs without the shell. Yeah, so this is the classification on it. Okay. It's very useful when we use this classification to conduct our own dichotomous key. Okay, because remember that our dichotomous key is they observe on the external feature of organism, just like this. Okay, their external feature. They have the fur or they don't have. They have the wings or they don't have. They have how many legs, and then they will group into the same group. So this is referred to the dichotomous key. Then now we talk about the invertebrate. Invertebrate is they don't have backbone. Okay, so usually the invertebrate they have this joint leg. Joint leg is just like they have a pair of the leg, and usually the joint legs they are more than a pair, more than a pair of legs. So for example, we can see that this one, myopod. Myopod is referred to the centipede, just like this. This one, this is the myopod. You can see that their body there contains a lot of segment. See, one segment, two segment, three segment, a lot of segment. And also they have the joint leg. This is we mean by the joint leg. This one, this. Hey, where is my marker? Hey, sorry. Okay. This is the joint leg. You can see this one. Joint leg. Yeah. And also they had antenna. Antenna refer to this one. This one. Antenna. This one. Okay, they use the antenna help them to feel the surrounding. So this is the characteristic of the myriapods. Many segment, many body segment, and the joint leg. Usually they contain more than one pair of the joint leg, and they have the pair of the antenna. How about the insect? Insect, they have usually they have 2 pair of wings or 3 pair of joint leg. So total, the insect totally they have 6 legs in total. Just that they have 3 pair. 3 pair means they have 6 legs in total. And then usually they are divide the body part of the insect into 3 parts, which is the head, thorax, and the abdomen. Do I show any picture? No, sorry, I didn't show any picture. Yeah, you can imagine that insect, for example, butterfly, grasshopper, ants. Ants is also referred to the insect. Yeah, we always meet a lot of insect in our life, right? Insect and also the grasshopper. So when you see any organism with the 6 legs in total, means they have 3 pair of joint legs. So they are under insect, that's all. Then how about the aranid? Aranid is referred to the spider, you know. So aranid, they are divided into 2 parts of body. One is cephalothorax. Cephalothorax, they refer to their head is connected with the neck. This one, maybe I can show you. Cephalothorax. Cephalo. Spider. Cephalothorax. Okay. This one. Yeah, you can see that cephalothorax. Cephalothorax means that cephalo means the head. So in human, we have the head, neck, and the body, right? Head, neck, and body. But in the cephalothorax, means the head is totally connected with the body. Head totally connected with the body. So that means that there's no clear disjunctions between the head and the body because head and body are connected together. So they are referred to the cephalothorax. Head and upper part of body are referred to this head. Head plus upper part of body. They are totally connected together, linked together, cephalothorax. Okay, and the abdomen, which is the lower part of abdomen. So in aranid, which is spider, usually they have the 4 pair of joint legs. So in total, they have 8 legs. Okay, they have 8 legs. And then there is no antenna found in the aranid. Oh, but in the myriapod and insect, they do have the antenna. Yeah. In spider, they don't have. And how about crustacean? Do you like to eat prawn? This one. Do you like to eat the crabs of the prawn? They are under crustacean. Okay, crustacean, they are usually referred to the seafood. When you talk about the seafood, you must remember they are belong to the crustacean. Mostly of them. Okay, so in the crustaceans, the characteristic is they have a very hard shell, right? So they have the chalky exoskeletons. They form the calcium. Yeah. So their shell, their hard exoskeletons, they are made of the calcium bicarbonate. Calcium carbonate. This one. Calcium carbonate. So you know some of the shell from the crabs, okay, they can be reused. They will grind the shell from those crustaceans into a powder, so it will be the great source for the calcium because they are made out of the calcium carbonate. So they have usually there are more than 4 pair of joint leg. For example, maybe they have 5 pairs. Ethan and Suyang, you like to eat prawn?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not sure, do you count the prawn has how many legs? The answer is they have 5 pair of legs. You can count it next time. 5 pair means that total they have 10 legs. Yeah, they have 10 legs. And then they have 2 pair of the antenna. And because they are usually from the seafood, right? So they are breathing through the gill just like fish. Okay, they do not have lung, yeah? They don't have lung. So, yeah, this is it. Fern, okay, now we talk about the classification for the plants. Okay, so in the plants, they usually divided into flowering and the non-flowering parts. Okay, just like in the animal, we divided into vertebrates, just like human, or the invertebrate, like the insects or spider. Okay, in the plants, you have flower, or you have the plant with don't able to give out the flower. So, but all of the plants, they are able to do the photosynthesis because they have the chlorophyll. All plant. See, okay, they have the chlorophyll. Yeah, chlorophyll is the green pigment found in the chloroplast. I remember, chlorophyll is a green pigment found in the chloroplast. So usually the chlorophyll, they will help to absorb the energy from the sunlight to able to conduct photosynthesis. So you have the flowering and the non-flowering plant. Usually the non-flowering plant, they are referred to the ferns. Because you can see the fern, do you see any flower? Yeah, they don't have the flower, right? Yeah, fern is the non-flowering plant. Non-flowering plant. So they have the leaf called the fronds. Okay, fronds. These fronds, they refer to this one. Yeah, this one. This is their leaf. They call as distant fronds. So they don't produce a flower, but they will produce the spore. So what is meant by spore? Spore is just like the seeds, seeds. So in the ferns, they produce the spore on the back side of their, on the underside of the front, which is underside of their leaf. So example like this. You can see this. Yeah, usually they are located at the back side of the fern. Yeah, they have the spore. Okay, so why they need the spore? Because the fern, they will produce spore, so they're able to produce more and more fern as their progeny. Okay, so this is spore. Spore are produced by the reproductions, by the asexual reproduction. This one, asexual reproduction. Yeah, this one. So usually spore, when you see the formation of spore in the organism, usually they are referred to as asexual reproduction. Because asexual reproduction is, they do not involve in the female or male gametes, right? Yeah, so this is the fern. So when you talk about the flowering plant usually we are classified into the two types, which is monocotyledons and dicotyledons. So flowering plant refer to the plants they able to produce flowers and seeds in the plants. Okay, so what's different for the monocotyledon and dicotyledons? Have a look on the picture. You can see the difference between them. Yeah, this one. Monocotyledons refer that cotyledons refer to the young seed. Okay, young seed found inside it. So monocotyledons means that they only produce one cotyledons. Dicotyledons means that they have two cotyledons like this. This is the one cotyledon. This is the two cotyledons inside. Okay, and also the monocotyledons, they have these three petals. Petals means 花瓣, okay? Petals. Dicotyledons, they have three, remember? This question they are always come out in the exam. They will ask you monocotyledons, how many petals are found inside the monocotyledon and dicotyledons. So you should know that monocotyledons, they are found 3 petals inside. Then how about dicotyledon? Dicotyledons, they also found 4 to 5 petals there. Because dicotyledon, they are double number, 双数. Okay, 双数 means that at least 4. 4 is 双数, right? 4 above. Just remember in this way. So yeah, okay? Okay, so in the monocotyledons, you can see the leaf patterns. In the monocotyledons, the leaf pattern is just like this. This is a leaf, right? Their leaf pattern is have the parallel leaf vein. They have the parallel leaf vein, like this, parallel. How about in the dicotyledons, they are leaf vein is like this. Yeah, we call as reticulated leaf vein. Reticulated means that net-like. The leaf vein is just spread out like the net, like the this one net. Okay, so this you can talk about this whenever the question asks you the difference between monocotyledon and dicotyledon. Yeah, 3 petals and the leaf vein. And also, in the monocotyledons, you can see the orientation for the vascular bundle. In the dicotyledon, the vascular bundle is arranged in this way. These vascular bundles refer to the xylem and phloem. I'm not sure you heard of it about the xylem and phloem. This one. Okay, so the upper part will be xylem. Upper part will be xylem, and lower part will be the phloem. Xylem and the phloem. Then usually xylem, they are helped to do what? Usually xylem, they will be helping in the... Oh, sorry. I think my VOV is going to end soon. It's okay. It will be ending in 3 minutes. So after 3 minutes, I will send you another Google Meeting link again. Because I used the wrong platform already. Sorry. Okay, xylem, they help to transport water and mineral iron. Xylem, the function of xylem. Xylem and phloem are both structures. They are found in the plant. Okay, we will learn more about it. So I just want you to know, in the dicotyledons, the vascular bundle are arranged in this way. See? So they are looking like this. Which is, you can connect it with the, then it will form a ring. Yeah, it will form a ring. This is the patterns in the dicotyledons. Then, however, in the monocotyledons, the vascular bundle, they are just scattered around the ground tissue. They are just like this. They are just like this. With a very irregular pattern. This is the difference between them. Okay, sorry, my meeting is going to end soon. I will send you the meeting link again. Okay?
Okay.
I will log out now. Sorry.
Thank you.